Permata, the Indonesian nationwide people's organization to eliminate stigmata and discrimination associated with leprosy. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yuliati. I am from Indonesia. I am the I am the vice chair of Permata, an organization by and for people affected by leprosy in Indonesia. I myself was diagnosed with leprosy in 2011 when I was a student at a nursing school and started MDT treatment. I did two courses of treatment, first for 6 months and then for 12 months, because after completing the paucibacillar treatment, I had severe reactions, and it was found that there were still many bacteria alive in my body. When I found out that I had leprosy, I was horrified and sad. I started to isolate myself. I was very ashamed, very afraid that others will find out about my disease. I was angry. I could not accept that I had leprosy. And I asked myself, why me? What did I do wrong? I had this feeling for over a year and decided to commit suicide because I could not accept the reality. Fortunately, at the time, I was to join Parmata, and there I met many people affected by leprosy with the same fate. At Parmata, I learned to accept reality, and with the support of my peers over time, I was able to free myself from the depths of self-stigma. In former times, people with leprosy had to suffer alone. They were labeled, intimidated, exiled to remote islands, and left alone in despair for the rest of their lives. But 150 years ago, in 1873, Doctor Hansen from Bergen, Norway, gave us, people affected by leprosy, a ray of hope by discovering the Mycobacterium leprae. This discovery was significant because it was the first step toward curing leprosy. We people affected by leprosy are very grateful for this discovery, which saved our lives. Yet, leprosy still exists today, 150 years later, and still causes so many problems. Transmission still continue, but MDT drugs in health centers are often not available, and support from health workers is limited, so that people often drop out of treatment. In addition, leprosy continues to cause problems even after treatment. Severe reactions and nerve damage lead to illness and disability. In Indonesia, there are no longer specialized leprosy hospitals to take care of these complications. In many countries, governments pay less attention to leprosy now because it has been officially eliminated. We also see a decline of support from international partners. On the positive side, the World Health Organization has changed the indicator for leprosy elimination to zero transmission. This is a relief for us. It allows government to pay more attention to the issue of leprosy again. We hope that all stakeholders will realize that there are still so many problems with leprosy both during and after treatment, from medical to social, psychological, and economic hardship. We, as leprosy organization, try to reach out to as many people affected by leprosy as possible to support them, but we have limited resources. Our hope is that in the future more partners around the world will work together to improve holistic services and support in leprosy. The Sustainable Development Goals call for no one to be left behind, but we see that many young people affected by leprosy feel that they have to hide, that they can no longer go to school, that they can no longer work, and that often young people suffer from rejection for many years, so that they are left behind in all aspects of life. We will therefore continue to fight, and we hope that we can fight together with you. Let us work together to use Dr. Hansen's findings to truly end leprosy and its consequences. Thank you very much.